Welcome to Doom Scroll Diaries, where we bring you the best of the worst of the internet weekly. I'm May.
And I'm Laura, and lots going on globally today.
Oh, yes. Big time. Also, lots going on with me. I only have one press-on nail left.
No. Your nails for France.
My nails for France, they didn't lasted 0 minutes.
You got back to America, and they were like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, there's nothing worse than traveling with fake nails because you're going to like put up your luggage and your nail just pops off and you're like, motherfucker.
It is, yeah. Traveling is a pretty physical, like it's like manual labor.
It is.
A lot of like loading things, zipping. Did I tell you I got injured with my suitcase? When I was in San Diego. I have a scar from my suitcase.
Oh my God.
I don't know if it'll scar. It's been too soon. But I was moving it from the ground onto the luggage rack, and it like scraped up my leg and cut me.
What is like going on here? What kind of luggage do you have?
That bag right there. Like normal style.
Normal luggage.
It just had a bag tag on it, like a silver one, because I am pretty high up at Delta.
Wow.
So I give you that, and then it slices your leg open.
Delta medallion over here.
Delta medallion.
Are you diamond? What are the levels?
I'm diamond for like 4 more days until I bump down to platinum.
Oh no, you're poor now.
Poor.
You
like
are
plebeian.
Such a peasant.
I know. They restructured it, and they were like, specifically, okay, Laura is diamond. Everybody
shouldn't be diamond.
And this shouldn't be the case. We as Delta Airlines need to restructure an entire program around that not being a thing anymore.
You might have noticed also that we're in a different room. This rocked my world. Laura texted me out of the blue and she said, we're moving our bed to the other room, and then we're moving the studio, and then eventually we're gonna move it over to my house. But she was like, anyway, I moved my bed into the other room, and I was like, no, I don't like
May
change.
was like, go ahead and move it back.
I was like, fuck that, dude. I know where your bed is. That's where I've always imagined your bed.
It is disconcerting.
It's a mind fuck.
It really is. Like I didn't realize how ingrained that was. I'm happy with the move. If you guys must know, we have less square footage in the other room, and your bedroom kind of doesn't need to be the big room.
No, it doesn't need to be the big room. Contrary to popular belief.
What are you doing in there? Are you just whittling away? Like just running around? Here's what we're going to try to do. Now, I think this is controversial. Keeping all of our clothing in the other room, in this closet. I think we're going to keep this.
Yeah.
And then have the bedroom closet be like bullshit, because Matthew will sleep like we're asleep at different times frequently.
Right.
So like what are we doing?
That actually makes way more sense. And you get up in the morning for work, so you can come in here and get ready and then go.
Think smarter, guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. We're 2026. we're up leveling it, okay?
Girl, you're living in fucking 2036.
I am. I am. This is a revolution. Clothes in another closet in your 2-bedroom apartment. That's pretty fucking small.
Yep. It is freezing cold in New York City. Also, I have a horrible cold.
Yes,
I sound like I'm underwater right now.
I do too, but not as bad as you.
It sucks. It sucks. I have like a faucet for a nose right now. So if I'm blowing my nose on camera, you know what? You're welcome. I don't know what to tell you.
You know what it is.
It's not really an option. You know what it is.
Yeah, we got, how much snow did we end up getting?
I think we got like at least 6 inches, maybe 7 inches, because it came all the way up to
a foot.
like, my windows. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Honestly, maybe, because it was a lot of snow. I also brought my son out in the snow, and he was fucking pissed. He was like, That's
so funny.
I got the funniest photos of him where he's just like, he like hated it so much. I was like picturing this angelic, cute little photo shoot. Didn't work out.
Instead, he's like, this is wet and cold. Also, it's actively sleeting. I would like to be inside.
Yeah, he hated it so much.
That's such a shame, too, because I saw so many children in the park yesterday when we walked through.
I know.
And it was like very commercial for family.
Yeah.
You know?
A lot of sledding.
A lot of like happy parent. I was like, this is propaganda for having a kid.
I know.
When just to throw him down a hill.
If Van was 3, we would have had a blast.
Totally.
But because
Matt was like, Matt, May should bring Van here. And I'm like, he is 1.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you could sled at 1, right?
And then we were thinking about having him, because we never gave him a proper birthday party because Mark was out of town and whatever. So I was like, maybe we'll do a birthday party this weekend. But it's supposed to be 0 degrees on Saturday. I was like, I cannot ask people to leave their homes on Saturday. That's ridiculous.
No, this is a tough it's a tough little. We're groundhogs.
We're groundhogs. We'll have another cake, just me, Mark, and him. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, that's
perfect.
And then Mark was like, "Yeah, maybe we'll go sledding and like I'll hold him and go down the thing." I was like, "In 0 degree, like we're gonna get CPS called on us." I mean, he's like a little guy.
Yeah, that's so fair.
we cannot just like have him out in this. He's fucking little.
He is very small. The other babies were larger than him.
Yeah.
I also saw people like fully sledding, not even sledding, skiing and snowboarding.
Yes.
It was like there was a Red Bull group there.
What?
This is in Fort Greene Park.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. That's awesome.
There's this area in our park, which we're like in New York City. There's like all of these stairs, which were covered in snow and ice. And then there's like a hill like that goes right next to it that obviously the stairs are taking you up. And the snowboarders had built little jumps.
That's
and like
sick.
packed snow around them and were doing all these tricks and stuff. And you know what? They weren't great. They clearly aren't super practiced, but it was cool. It was very cool to watch. I was like, look at this city. Look at the innovation of this city.
Hey, I mean, listen, that actually is a great segue into something I wanted to talk about, which was fucking Shaun White is the coolest person in the world. And he did the same thing in Central Park. And Shane Gillis was in town because he was doing the garden. And I assume he got snowed in and couldn't go. I don't even know where he lives. Austin, maybe?
He lives in Austin, but I heard he's moving back to New York.
Oh, okay. But either way, I don't know if he lives here or was stuck here.
Like well off. I'm sure he could just.
He could do whatever he wants to do.
I had a place in both. Like, yeah, I think Shane could do both. If he
can afford it.
I think he's gonna be okay.
But anyway, there was this sick ass picture where Shaun White is snowboarding in Central Park and he flips over Shane Gillis, and I was like, what a fucking look at this. He's like flipping crazy tricks. And then there's a photo that I don't have here handy where Shane Gillis is underneath him with a Bud Light.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, this is fucking
damn,
awesome.
I love how the PR agents were like, no snow days for us.
Yeah, literally.
The teams must work. The content must be driven.
So much shit like
Bud Light was like, Shane, get the fuck up, buddy. Get your ass to New York. Okay.
That is one thing about having a baby that I really missed, where I was like, fuck, people are just out drinking. And I want to go out drinking. You know?
Yeah.
I want to have a martini snow day.
Yeah. You know what's funny is because I got this wild hair in my ass to move the rooms, I like didn't even really drink.
Yeah.
But it was like one or the other. I feel like people either were like doing like boozing and like movies like cozy cuddle, or they were like fucking clean everything.
Yeah.
Cook everything. The stores. Can we just talk about the facts that
my God,
we looted grocery stores and we gave them money. But like there was nothing left.
Nothing
left at Trader Joe's. All of the shelves were like barren.
I don't understand this, people. It's one fucking day. I mean, how many
one day
meals
and
can
everyone
you
was like,
make?
yeah, but I'm starving.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat
fucking starving.
1,000 calories every 15 minutes. Yeah. For the entire snow day, I guess.
Or I will perish.
Wait, that actually goes really well into something else I wanted to talk about real quick.
Also, I have something that this is
okay.
This is gonna be no, please.
Let me get into the
you
Tuesday.
do yours, but I want to talk more about the PR components because that's one of my stories.
Okay, great. So I don't know if you've seen this or not, but there was like this trend going on Mom Talk, we'll call it, where like these moms.
I'm not on it yet.
Were
Thank
so
God.
Intense. Hold on, watch this and then we'll talk about it. So this is a woman. So hardcore.
This is the music they play for the military.
It's so ridiculous.
What does it say?
It says the first thing I do to keep in a snowstorm to keep my son safe. And she's putting like air tags on him. She's putting him in the closet for some reason. She's counting money and putting it. She's
okay.
And there are like
I need to call CPS on this woman specifically.
No, literally, I was like, what are they talking about? I was like, okay, so real summary if you're just listening. So basically this woman played a Johnny Cash song, which is so intense. It's like, I hear a storm a-coming and whatever. So
it's like what they play when I see like military TikToks.
You love military TikToks.
I do enjoy the Dorito. I do enjoy a little aircraft flipping through the air.
Why not?
Anyway,
so she's like writing her number on his arm as though it's gonna be fucking Hurricane Katrina. Like it's just some snow and then they're gonna clear the snow and then you're gonna get back to work. That's it. She's thinking it's going to be an apocalyptic thing.
Where does she live?
You know what? I actually don't know. But Probably like Tennessee. That's the other thing. Probably Tennessee.
They don't know what to. Parts of Tennessee know what to expect, but other parts just not so much.
No, but it was
or the Texans. The Texans really freak out. And you know what? Here's hot take, kind of justifiably.
Yeah.
Because that state doesn't know what it's doing.
Yeah.
Especially in these kind of things. Like 2 years ago, they had this massive freeze, and people were without power for like a week.
Yeah.
That's
a long fucking time.
With no power.
That's crazy.
So now every time they have like a rainstorm, they have a heart attack.
Yeah.
And they loot their local
and Ted
HEBs.
Cruz is like, bye.
Ted Cruz went to California. Did you see this?
Again?
Yes, he left.
Why does he keep doing this?
That really spooked the people.
To be honest, that's actually kind of fucking hilarious. He's like, you know what? Even though this looks so bad and I got so much shit last time, I don't want to be in the fucking snowstorm.
He's like, I'm not dealing with this. We don't have the infrastructure.
Yeah,
it's because of me. It doesn't mean that all of a sudden the power's going to stay on. It's too late. I'm out of here.
He's like, what am I going to do? Feasibly.
He literally went to like Malibu. Like, not kidding. And he was like, no, I'll be back in time.
That is really funny. There's so much going on in the world and politics that he literally was like, meh, who's going to talk about this? And honestly, not that many people. I didn't even hear about it.
Because I like lived there for a long time, so I have more of my like media Texas. Is coming from that.
Yeah,
and people were like, "Fucking Ted Cruz again, this goddamn guy."
Nothing was funnier than that photo of his little white fluffy dog in the window because they left him there last time when he went to fucking Mexico. Hilarious.
Oh, that poor pup. The dog's like, wait
a minute,
hold on, it's cold in here. Wait a second. Oh,
Ted
God.
Cruz is the funniest
Zodiac killer
to me. What a world. So anyway, this mom is out of her fucking mind. And so there's been a bunch of parody videos on it too. But I'm like, seriously?
Now that you've showed me this, you know, when you're like, oh, I've seen a parody video of this where someone was loading their cats into the shower.
Okay, that's what it is. Yeah.
And like putting down all this stuff. And the cats are just like... And I knew they were making fun of something, but I hadn't seen the original content. Yep. So thank you for closing the loop on that one for me.
I mean, ridiculous. People need to get a fucking grip. And any moms that behave like that, like, it's one thing to have a plan if things go awry, but like that is...
No, that's dramatic.
A little dramatic.
You're like, it's not... I mean, if a tornado comes through, sure.
Yeah.
A snowstorm, like, we're fine.
Yeah. I mean, I have thought about, like, when Van gets older, putting a... air tag in his shoes when he goes to school or something. We live in New York City.
That's fine.
You know, I'll be tracking that kid until he's fucking 25.
Absolutely. I love an air tag, except for then my phone is always like, you're not with your air tags.
Yeah.
It gets so mad.
Every time I leave here, it's like password the cat left behind because I air tag him when he goes to my house.
Yeah. Password.
We haven't done that in a while, actually. We should
He does do
that
again. He's gotten better.
Yeah. Anyway, what's your story?
What was my story?
You said you had a
I have two that actually kind of... Let me start with the one about the blizzard. So I have two that go from exactly what you were saying.
Yeah.
Wow. These segues.
Amazing.
This is kind of just a feel-good story, which I think is important in this day and age.
Why?
The ACC... Why? The ACC, which is like the local animal shelter here in New York, put out a request for blizzard buddies over the weekend. And basically they have like their shelter has like 300, 400 dogs or something like that. And they were asking people to take them in for the weekend for the blizzard in case they had any issues there. They didn't want to they wanted to like have these dogs be cared for in the community. And they got thousands and thousands of emails to the point where it made the news of how many people reached out trying to get a large dog for the weekend for a little blizzard buddy.
That is nice.
Isn't that sweet? So all of the dogs got taken in by fosters, and I hope a lot of those fosters failed. And the little pups stayed with their fams, and they have a little hangout.
They 100% did.
I know, it's so sweet.
Could you imagine? I mean, I guess you have fostered animals before. Like getting rid of them is
it's
hard.
Awful.
Yeah.
I had Wendell, the kitten. Oh, Wendell, I miss you. Kitty litter
here's
robot
our litter
went off.
Robot going off.
Litter robot went off exactly when I said Wendell. It's a sign.
She's here with you.
No, how dare you? Wendell the cat.
Wendell's a man's name?
Wendell's in this case.
Okay, great.
Wait, hold on. Is Wendell a girl's name?
I actually don't know. I've never heard the word Wendell before.
Well, I don't even think I don't know if I named this kitten. I think
Wendell,
it came to me.
it's a man's name.
It came to me at 1 day old, literally, Wendell. And kittens at 1 day old require feeding every hour to 2 hours.
Oh my God.
So I fostered this kitten, and I would have to get up with a milk dropper and like drop little formula of cat milk into it and raised it.
Wow.
Did this for weeks until it was of adoption. See this shit?
Oh my God.
Are
crazy.
you fucking
Password's trying to
guys, I'm gonna kill myself.
No, you should kill yourself, honestly.
Password Wendell sounds really good right now. So if you're, this wasn't even in the screen. Let me explain to you guys what just interrupted my story about Wendell the kitten. The litter robot is turning, and Password has this awful habit where he likes to swat the shit that is falling from the orb into like the disposal area in the middle. He grabs it and just throws it over his shoulder.
Why does he do this?
It is.
Why do you do the things that you do?
There's shit all over the earth, all over the rug that looks like him that I got from TikTok shop.
That's hilarious. Wow. Password, don't do that. That's
bad
yucky.
boy. Look at you, idiot. Fuck you.
He knows we're yelling at him.
He knows we're slandering him. Rightfully so on the pod. Password.
But that's so crazy to get her from 1 day, because you probably must have been so afraid that she was going to die at any moment. Because
and they do frequently.
Obviously. Yeah.
So I was
usually you get a cat at like 6 weeks.
I was stressed, and I was fostering, and I was part of this neonatal program specifically. So I've actually done this with a lot of different kittens. This was the youngest one I ever took on, and this phased my life. This was like years ago. This was like a decade ago at this point, which is crazy.
I know.
So I had him, and then get him to successfully grow up. He's so imprinted on me, obviously.
Yeah.
He thinks he is a human because he hasn't had mother.
Right.
And the point is, we're not taking them from their mothers. Obviously, these are like kittens that are found on the street or brought in because their mom was killed or something. Like there's strays that are loose in the world. And almost every city, they just euthanize those cats right away. Those kittens, which I think that's the worst job I've ever heard of.
Yeah, that's insane.
Baby kitten euthanization.
No, that's
person.
Crazy.
People are like, I want to be a vet. And I'm like, you couldn't pay me enough.
The only worst job I've ever heard of was this girl. She was my SDR at an old job, and she was trying to be a medical research assistant before she became an SDR. She just said, like, fuck this, I guess. And her
tech
job,
sales, baby.
Tech sales. And she was responsible for taking rats and like guillotining them after a study so they could study their brain. So she literally would like take a rat, guillotine it.
No.
New rat, guillotine it.
No.
Is that not the craziest fucking job you've ever heard?
Kitten, guillotine it.
Yeah.
Kitten, guillotine it. What a fucking psychotic.
When I learned that, I was like, hold on. She was like, yeah, my old job was guillotining rats.
Wow, that is dark. That is a really that's not worth it.
That's the funniest
and you're probably,
fun fact for her when she gets introduced to her new sales team. She's like, fun fact, I used to behead rats.
So I'm not scared of cold calling.
Yeah, I'm fine with cold calling.
This is easier.
It's a walk in the park to be told to go fuck yourself, unsubscribe. That's great.
That's fine. As long as I don't have to guillotine a rat. That's insane.
Insane.
Anyway, yeah, so when Wendell got adopted, I cried for like weeks. I was distraught.
I mean, that is really sad.
It was very sad.
Yeah.
But he went to a great home, and it was good job. He's out there. He's alive because of me. I've saved probably like 50 cats. Isn't that wild?
That is crazy. That's
millions and billions of cats.
Yeah.
My other story that I wanted to utilize that segue when you were talking about Shane Gillis's PR agents never sleeping. Can we talk about the Wuthering Heights promo? Have you
Everyone loves it. I actually have not seen it, but I have several friends, male and straight, that are obsessed with it. They can't wait to see it. They're going to see it on Valentine's Day together.
That's adorable.
It's Jake Velasquez, Ben Kirschenbaum, and Mike Bramante.
Okay, now I'm weirded out, actually.
Yeah.
I take back what I said. Now I'm like all freaked out by that. Password, don't. He's being a bad boy.
People are obsessed with Wuthering Heights. Also, Margot Robbie's obsessed with what's his face, Jacob Elordi.
Well, that's what I wanted to bring up is that they are doing this kind of, I'm of the opinion, tired thing now where they're trying to like have these relationships that go beyond the screen with these actors. Yeah. And I'm fucking over it. So they're trying to basically, Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi are like the co-stars in it. It's a love story. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. She's wicked hot. He's wicked hot. Right. That's pretty exciting for everybody.
It is.
They did some strange interviews. I also want to remind you, Margot Robbie is married.
With a child.
With a baby. She had in 2024 a young child. And her husband, this is important, is one of the producers on this movie. Okay. Which makes a lot more sense as to why they did all this. But they did this interview, a couple different ones, where they were like, actually, I have the clips.
Like, if you have the opportunity to share a film set with Margot Robbie, you're going to make sure you're within 5 to 10 meters at all times, watching how she drinks tea, how she eats her food, how she does it, when is it going to slip, when is the thing going to come undone, and it never comes undone. She's just like an elite actor, and she's producing the movie. What? You know, so I don't know how somebody has the skill and the wisdom to do that as a performer and to give the performance that she gave. But I was enamored by her, and I still
love you, by the way, Margot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
God, can I tell you, actors need to take themselves so much less seriously. They take themselves. They are the most self-important, self-indulgent people in the fucking world. It's actually horrible.
It's exhausting, but I will say, they're absolutely getting told in this case to drum up a romantic angle between the two of them. Watch this one. This is from the same interview.
I don't know if Emerald told you to do this or you did this, but I remember the first couple of days on set, he would just be like always in the vicinity where I was, but like in a corner, like watching Kathy. And then
I didn't tell him to do that. I actually had to ask him to leave the stuff.
This lady's like, I had nothing to do with that shit.
Yeah. I was like, oh, he's right there. And then like, and you know, an hour later, I'm like, oh, he's over there. Like he's there. And then on the third day, I remember I found myself starting to look around to see where I was like, well, he's obviously going to be somewhere close by. Where is he right now? Because he's not in a corner of a room watching me right now. And then he wasn't. And I was really unnerved and unmoored. And I felt like quite lost, like I just like a kid without their like blanket or something. I was like, where is he? And I asked AD, I was like, so Jacob, where is Jacob right now? And they're like, he's just doing a costume change. It's not a big deal. But I found myself so dependent, like codependent kind of, and I don't know if that's like a thing that I'm trying to get into Kathy mode or that's just how I am as an actor. I don't know. But we do so many of our scenes together. If we're not together in a scene, we're talking about each other or thinking about each other.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Like, I'm so glad that her husband was a producer on this movie. Yeah. And this is so clearly them trying to, like, make it like like they're really in love. Like, there's like an affair situation. He's clearly in on it. Because if it wasn't, I would be like, fuck that. Yeah. Fuck that. It gets worse. Okay. If you can believe.
All right.
So then they did an interview with Vogue Australia where I gotta say they both looked so hot.
Of course they did. Have you seen them?
My God.
Also, Australia is one of those places. It's like LA to me. Like when I land in the plane in LA, I get off the plane and I'm like, why do I look better? Australia is similar.
Doing? They are beautiful.
I mean, yeah,
so,
of course.
I mean,
I think she's literally wasn't she voted the most best looking woman in the world or something?
I mean,
he's the best looking man in the world.
Look
probably.
how hot they are. It's like incredible.
Besides Timmy Chalamet.
Happy for her.
He's like if Timmy Chalamet was tall.
I don't get the Timmy Chalamet. This is them in a bed. Come on. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't have I would not have the confidence to be married to one of those two and then have them working together.
Make it out and sex scenes and all that.
So anyway, there's an interview there where they were saying, where did I put the quotes? Oh, okay. So for Valentine's Day, they were shooting the movie. And they said how on Valentine's Day, Elordi surprised Margot.
Oh my God.
She goes, you made my day. And as Heathcliff filled my room with roses and it was so cute. She said, admitting she didn't do anything for Lordy to mark the holiday. You definitely beat me. Yours was so epic. I remember thinking on Valentine's Day, oh, he's probably a very good boyfriend because there's a lot of thoughtfulness in this. You did a lot of very thoughtful things. It wasn't just the gesture of the roses. It was the thing written from Heathcliff and the little tombstone thing. It was like, crafts. I love that. It was crafty. It was meaningful. It was dramatic. This man filled her room with roses on set. Like while they're working together.
I mean, here's the thing.
As actors.
It's like, it's meta to the point that it's disrespectful.
Yeah, like fucking stop.
But this is what actors do that like you wouldn't understand as my art, and it's like no, you're just like hitting on some guy's wife.
You're just hitting,
some guy's wife, Margot Robbie.
You're hitting on the most beautiful woman in the world, which I guess like shoot your shot.
I mean, he could get anyone.
Well, maybe it just point being. It kind of reminded me of like a pumped up version of, we've had a number of these now, but Liam Neeson and Pam Anderson.
Yes. Yeah.
Remember how they were like when they did, what was it? Oh my God.
I actually
Naked
forget.
Gun. Naked
Gun.
Gun.
Right.
When they did that movie that they were like trying to make it sound like they were together. And I fell for that one. And afterwards they were like, no, that wasn't a thing. And then they also did it with Sydney Sweeney and that guy whose name I always forget. That was when they were on that movie about vacations or something.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
When they were on that movie about boobs on vacation.
Yeah. That movie about Sydney Sweeney in a bikini on vacation. Yeah. It was called like All of Me or something like that.
Like something ridiculous.
Something like See Me Naked or whatever.
Yeah, I'm Sydney Sweeney's boobs. Come on through.
Right.
So they're really, and then Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande are the most like probably famous example at this point.
They have got us. I mean, I think they've stopped now.
I think they've stopped because it's over.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I think it's getting written into the requirements.
Yeah, it must be. Because like people love a fourth wall breaking. They love some sort of scandal. Also, like even just like Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's whole scandal, it made people watch the movie. It was the fucking worst movie in history.
It was pretty bad.
But I think it probably did pretty good numbers because people were just interested in.
I'm sure it made money.
I'm sure it did.
I watched it and I wouldn't have watched.
Woo!
Well, maybe I would have.
Oh my God, it was so bad.
But it's exactly the kind of movie that like if it showed up on a Delta screen, I would have watched it, but I wouldn't have thought to watch it. Right. You know, I would have like watched it if it had come across, like I scrolled by it. But with the scandal, I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was like,
Put
I'll
that
give
shit
it a show.
On.
Oh my God, it was so bad. It was comically bad.
It was bad.
Did you see also there's texts that have come out between her and Taylor Swift? And
yeah, I was one of the stories I was thinking of covering, and then I was like, I got to talk about Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Instead. But we should put a pin in that because this is clearly continuing I'm sure there'll be more. Literally my social media feed right now is the most horrifying things you've ever seen in your life. Taylor Swift text. Right. Back to horrifying things.
Same.
Blake Lively response. What is going on?
No,
the
literally.
whiplash, I can't handle it anymore.
It's crazy. I actually, maybe I'm just sick or whatever, but I feel like dumber lately.
Unmoored.
Yeah, I feel unmoored.
I feel unmoored.
Yeah, I'm codependent on my TikTok. I don't know.
And TikTok has its new terms and services.
Oh yeah, what's going on? So a lot of people are deleting their TikToks.
Yes, because it is now. I wish I had a little bit more research to
it's owned by somebody bad or something.
It became under American control finally. Like they made that deal, and I actually don't have all the details. I'm okay, guys. My commitment to you. I have two things I'm committing to you publicly right now. Next week, I will bring you the details on the Taylor Swift and Blake Lively chat drama. And secondarily, what the fuck is going on with the TikTok's terms and services, which your girl accepted. Okay?
Yeah, me too. I was like,
I don't know, whatever. But I'm pretty sure I signed away like my firstborn with that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
but make sure you ask the app not to track. That's important. Tune in next week. Okay. This is a good opportunity to hit subscribe because you're not going to want to miss the riveting information I'm going to bring forward for you. Okay, as you were.
So true. As you were. Well, anyway, I hope they bang. That'd be so crazy if they were like, we have to bang as part of this meta acting experiment. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, husband. He's
sorry,
like,
girlfriend.
I will watch. That sounds insanely hot.
He's like, here's an idea. We film it. And we
Part
release it on OnlyFans, and
oh my God! Well, OnlyFans would have
millions and millions
OnlyFans.
Of dollars.
The servers would go down.
Be gone. Yeah,
they would explode from the amount of people ripping into that site to get that content.
Yep.
Which is actually, I wanted to briefly speak about the Grok ban. No, you haven't done I'm gonna let you speak.
No, it's all good. My next story was that William Shatner was eating a bowl of cereal in his car. So you should see this though. He's eating a bowl of cereal in his car.
Okay. You can't just tease me with that kind of with that kind of content. We can't. The people demand it.
Look at this. William Shatner boldly devours cereal while driving in Studio City. Who does that? I mean, that is insane. To be eating, and it's out of a glass bowl.
It's pretty funny.
I mean, why?
It's pretty funny, but I feel like back in the day when I was in high school and like I had a really tight schedule. I was driving to practice. I pulled some weird shit like this too.
Eating cereal?
Maybe not cereal, but like full. Like I feel like I'd have like full meals.
Yeah,
like that I'd just be like piecing from the passenger seat over.
Yeah,
because like you'd like get out of practice or get out of school and have like 18 minutes to get your shit and then go to practice.
You're like eating salmon with your hands.
Yeah, like I'd have just like a Tupperware of stuff and I'm like, this is a meal.
Yeah.
Water. Okay.
I think what sends this over the edge for me is the fact that it's a glass bowl with real silverware. If it was plastic, it'd be one thing. If it was like one of those to-go Cheerios things, that would be another situation. But this is he decided to leave wherever he was, presumably his home or a studio, with the glassware because he was like, well, I don't have time to.
I can't transition this.
The sloshing with the.
It's also a firmly two-handed situation, and one might imagine you need at least one of those hands for the steering wheel. It feels illegal. I guess LA traffic is so bad. He's like, dude,
well, I'm gonna be sitting.
I'm not
anyway.
exactly driving here. I'm effectively sitting at my countertop because we haven't moved in 45 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna pour myself some cereal. Okay,
why not?
That's how bad the traffic's gotten.
This reminds me of when I was super drunk at an airport once, and I was leaving San Francisco, coming back here, and I really wanted an Asian noodle soup, and so I got the Asian noodle soup and boarded the plane with this big thing of Asian noodle soup, and then they were like, "Ma'am, you have to store this." It was like big. They were like, and so I like tucked it in the thing
under the bin.
Yeah, it's like under. It was like just rogue, and I was super drunk, and I had like red wine teeth, and I said,
they were like, "Ma'am, you have to put your pho as like you have to check your pho." And then it needs to go under the plane.
I said to the guy next to me, I was like, "Who the fuck brings soup on a plane?" He was like, "I was wondering the same thing." Like, what the fuck are you doing?
You're like, people are crazy nowadays. And he's like, yeah,
you fucking psycho in 34D.
At least we're aligned. At least we're aligned on the fact that you're nuts.
Yeah, and then I ate noodle soup, and it was pretty good, actually. San Francisco does Asian food quite well.
Oh, they do. They do. That's so funny.
It was ridiculous.
You're putting it under the seat in front of you.
Yeah, but I would think that the soup and this. I wasn't driving. I was just a passenger on that flight. So this is even crazier to have cereal.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm actually I'm leaning maybe you're maybe you guys might have something in common.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. I'm like, if someone showed up with that next to me, I'd be like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, like usually it's like, I don't know, a sandwich.
Bag
of chips maybe.
Chips, yeah.
No, I had noodle soup. It was noodle soup or nothing. It was noodle soup or nothing.
Well, at least you did you spill it?
I did not. No, okay. I ate it so fast, and then I gave the broth to the fucking
to the lady,
the flight attendant. Like, she was probably like,
oh, "Great, thank you."
Now we have all this beef.
We
broth.
have a 6-hour flight with this beef broth.
We have piping hot beef broth. We have to get rid of somewhere.
We have to fly over to New York.
Okay, great.
That's great. Well, at least you didn't drop it. Remember when I think I've talked about this on the pod before, my most embarrassing moment on a flight ever, when I had just gotten a fresh, like, just Starbucks bullshit sugar cream whipped syrupy situation, like a big ass cup. The lid was slightly ajar.
Oh, fuck.
Dropped the entire thing like into my seat. People already sitting. And it was like one of those early morning flights where it was all business travelers, and they were like,
ooh.
I thought I was going to get physically assaulted.
Oh my God.
Rightfully so. In that situation, I would have been like, honestly, hit me.
I mean, at least it's coffee. It's not like.
but it was like
sugary.
It was one of those ones where I was like, the fact that I'm drinking this is embarrassing.
Yeah. The fact that
everything about this is horrifying. And I was so young too. I was really early in my career.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I looked like just an asshole. Like just like young, like I wasn't an SDR, but just kind of that vibe.
Baby's first business trip.
Flowing.
I expensed this.
Is it crazy that like I could travel for work? I'm going to Cincinnati.
Whoa.
Everyone's just like, get the fuck. Oh my God, sit down. Sit down. The flight's 38 minutes. What are we doing?
Oh my God.
They were so mad at me, and I was like, I get it. Oh God. Work. Speaking of work, my segue's not as good on this one. I was gonna briefly talk about the Grok ban.
Yeah, sure.
Like, just I don't have all of the details on this, but basically Grok, if you're not familiar, it's the chatbot for Twitter or X, Elon Musk's chatbot, which is so funny because you'll be scrolling through and it'll be clearly like some like Russian propaganda who's like, Donald Trump, we love him. He is the one who brought inflation down. And then Grok immediately underneath is like, inflation is not down. Inflation is in fact up.
That's hilarious.
It is up. So it's always fact checking. I'm not sure why they've implemented this feature because it does make them look dumb quite a bit. But anyway, they've continued to develop it, and they have now released a version, or they've since pulled it back, but they had a version out which was able to just create pornography of people you knew, celebrities. Of course, people were making children's pornography.
Oh God.
Immediately.
Yeah. Right.
Just
as they do.
Just
as
out there.
Do.
And there's advertisements on Grok too, or on X. So like you're scrolling, you're seeing CP, you're seeing Taylor Swift banging a horse or something. I'm making that up, but like I'm sure they made it.
Oh, absolutely.
And then it's like Clorox.
Damn, that's crazy.
So it got so bad that a number of countries, a lot of Muslim countries actually banned it.
Oh wow.
Banned it entirely. Malaysia was like, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
Like you guys need to get your shit hard together. So they put a temporary ban on Grok, saying that they were repeatedly failing to be able to clean up the app, specifically the non-consensual sexual content. And then there were a lot of different like advocacy groups who were like pushing back and being like, there needs to be probes and fines. The UK and the EU are, I guess, like looking into it quite a bit. And now X says it's geo-blocking Grok's image tools where it's illegal and blocking users from generating revealing images of real people with the platform. However, people are able to get around it super easy by just using a VPN.
Oh.
So it's like this like half-ass fix on it. Philippines has also banned it. Seoul and Brussels, they're talking about whether AI models should be banned or heavily regulated or left to industry free speech claims. So basically, this is one of those stories that I think will continue to develop over the next few years, frankly. But the ability of AI to make non-consensual, explicit content really violates a ton of like GDPR and privacy laws. And this could be an interesting area where we might start seeing actual pushback on some of these tools, not just for the fact that they're like, yeah, we're burning the environment down, and also there's going to be no more SDRs anymore. So
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even my mother sent me an article yesterday, or actually she sent me a 2-hour podcast, which I was like,
lady, who's got the time?
Lady. She's a huge Diary of a CEO fan.
Okay.
Which is what a twist.
What a twist.
What a twist from Susan. Yeah. Loves it, but sent me this one and she was like, oh my God, I'm so scared of AI. I think you're good. Personally, I think in terms of being like scared of it for the broader country world, sure.
Yeah.
As a compassion. But you specifically, Susan, I think you're going to be okay.
You're going to be fine.
You're going to be specifically fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Just go hang out with your horse.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Yeah, right? Anyway, that's what's going on with Grok. Stay tuned,
wow.
folks. We'll definitely be hearing more about this.
So weird. I assume men led the charge in doing these things, and it's just so foreign to me. Like getting AI, I wouldn't be like, oh, let me put Mark's head on a horse while it bangs another fucking centaur. Like I don't but men are creative. Men are menning, I guess.
Men need to see a lot of weird shit.
They really do.
Yeah.
They're insatiable. Speaking of something that's actually kind of funny, sort of not nice to men.
Okay. Fuck them up.
There's a London club that on when is it? January 30th, there is going to be a rule put in place just for the day, that you have to be 6 feet and up to enter as a man. And originally I saw this and I was like, oh, that's not nice. But then I was like, well, women get turned away for being ugly all the time from clubs.
Wait,
that's like kind of the standard.
Such a good point.
Yeah, I was like, that's literally like the standard in clubs. It'd be like, you're not dressed well, get out of here. You're not conventionally attractive, get out of here. So
it's like did you see that video over New Year's where the girl in Miami did we talk about this in the pod?
No, but I did see it.
So there was a story that went viral, or this girl like posted about the fact that it was a group of 3, I think, and they were trying to go out on New Year's Eve in Miami, and they get to the club, and one of their friends, who they say is overweight, we don't see an image of this girl, or I at least didn't, so I don't know, like, is it one of those where she's like true, like really large, or like just like, okay.
But even if she was, I mean, it shouldn't
fucking matter, but it's Miami, and like,
right.
Either way, her friends, they're trying to get her in. They're like fighting back and forth, and her friends eventually leave her.
No, that's crazy.
On New Year's and go in.
No, if that happened, I would be like, all right, well, I guess we'll all do a plan B. Obviously. I'm not a fucking psychopath.
We'll go somewhere else. Also, you should have had this managed ahead of time.
Do we know how old these girls were? Because I feel like that's important.
They looked like they were like late 20s, early 30s.
That's outrageous.
It is
to
outrageous.
Not have the perspective.
And also, I will say this to the club's credit, they were like, well, this is kind of, why am I giving them credit? But they said that you could pay the $75 cover fee for her, and the other girls would get it waived. And they were like, they didn't want to like split that amongst themselves.
That's crazy. I mean, that's humiliating as fuck for the girl that has to pay for it. So maybe I feel like at that point I would be like, no, we're good. We're gonna go somewhere else. We'll go home and we'll have who gives a shit. But like
she went. I think she ended up going home, and they went in.
Crazy. That's
I feel
so
awful
mean.
for that girl. But to that point, like that's so. I'm not surprised by the situation.
Yeah.
I'm surprised by how that friend group reacted and then posted about it online. That's what's wild. Is I'm like, what did you think the response was gonna be?
Right.
We were like, oh, like funny.
Exactly.
No, we're like, you're a dick. For putting your friend in this situation, for all of this.
I know that people are psychopaths and they just want attention however it gets to them, but there has been some stuff that comes online that I'm like, why would you post this? Have you seen, this is so disturbing, have you seen that there's like this there's like a dad and a son, and they're under the covers, and it's like this really weird situation. The mom walks in and was like, what are you guys doing? And he's like, hey, and it's like, it's very clear that he's like pulling his pants up.
What?
I'll send it to you. It's out of control.
Wait,
and then
like implying what I'm thinking?
Implying that. And it's been all over TikTok.
I'm sorry.
The mom is like a mommy blogger.
Like a crime.
Like a crime, yeah. And the son comes up like out of the covers, looks so embarrassed, puts the things over. I'm not blaming the son at all, obviously.
No.
And it was like the weirdest fucking situation ever. I'll send it to you. It was so disturbing. I was down this like really dark rabbit hole amongst many other dark rabbit holes yesterday, and I was like, whoa, this is fucking crazy. And she's a mommy blogger, so I think she just like wants to get attention however she can. But I was like, implying that your husband is raping your son is like maybe a step too far with trying to get attention and views on your page. I don't know if that was actually happening or if it was set up, or either. My mind is telling me it's set up just because I can't fucking handle it to be true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Either way, either situation, I really hope it was set up for the sake of that kid. Either way, though, Child Protective Services need to get in there immediately.
Absolutely.
That is not okay.
Well, the son is 20, so I don't know if they would still have jurisdiction over it. He still lives in the house, but it's like one of these things that obviously if that's what's going on, if that's actually what's going on, he's been groomed for a really long time. And this is kind of like a Menendez situation probably. But it was so fucked up. And then she went on to talk about it because I was like blowing up online. She gets on this like apology thing and she's like, you guys don't understand. Like it's part of our culture. We're Samoan. I'm like, what?
What are you fucking
And all these
about?
Pacific Islanders and Samoans were like, no, dude, we're not.
No, it's not part of our culture.
What the hell are you talking
you get to pull
about?
a Samoan. She's like, no one knows Samoans. Like, they're not going to question me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, we are.
It's such an obscure culture.
Yeah,
that's such a tiny island. Everyone's like, oh, I guess.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's like, I mean, maybe. Like, I guess to be fair, I'm not sure what their culture is.
Absolutely psychotic. I'll send it to you. You will be
shocked more than I am.
You will be.
You know what?
really
Actually,
disturbed.
you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pass Don't send it to me. I'm
after this, I'm pulling up my phone.
I don't.
If I have to see it, you have to see it.
No, I wish there's a lot of videos right now I'd like to just delete from my brain where I'm like, I hate this. I don't need to have seen that.
True.
This is truly taking a little knife stabbing in there.
Yeah.
Things are not going well.
I think I've seen a lot of people say they're taking a break from social media because it is like, I mean, no, this is not new information, but it is like, it's gotten really out of hand as of lately. And also like, I mean, I feel dumber. I really do feel dumber.
I've been trying to read.
Wow. What are you, Amish?
I know.
That's crazy.
I've been doing a pretty good job. I've been reading oh my God, I can't say it. Dungeon Crawler Carl. I keep saying Carl Crawler.
Okay.
I can't. Like,
is this some sci-fi shit? What is this?
It's not actually. It's more like a kind of like a fan. It's very good, but they're like in a video game. It's a very popular series. I just purchased a ticket to go see the author. Big fan. Matt Dinneman, friend of the pod. Would you like to be a friend of the pod? Because I've really enjoyed your work. I'm on book 3, and I started like a week and a half ago.
I am listening to a book on tape that is horrible.
Great.
Yeah, it's terrible.
You know what? Get out of it.
Yeah, I'm just going to abandon it.
There's nothing worse than when you get stuck in a book. Like when I read that Chinese historical fiction, and I was like...
you were stuck in that
I was stuck in the Chinese historical fiction for a while. Because the one before I'd read on, not London, New York, was like page turner. And then the Chinese one, I was like, all right.
Yeah.
But then they got to the part about eunuchs, and I was like, no, I'm listening.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm back on board.
I think I need a physical book also because I've been trying to do like the books in like the iBook section and read like that way. It's not working out.
I just got a library card, and you can download Libby. Yeah. You can reserve things for free.
I know.
And like you could read it like right within the app, and it's like Kindle. You know?
Yeah, it's like so stupid not to do that.
It's great.
Yeah. They have
I downloaded Wuthering Heights when I was doing the research for this because I was like, I've never read it.
I actually don't even know what the plot is.
I'm on chapter 2, and so far it's like a little erratic. I don't really know what's going on yet. Some like guy like fought a bunch of dogs.
Huh.
I was like, what?
Oh.
I'm assuming from what I've seen of the trailers for this, it doesn't seem to be a thing. But for some reason, this never hit like my English literature assigned reading.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like most people read this in high school at some point.
You think so?
I think it's a big like...
Wasn't on my...
There are a lot of books to choose from. I never read this one. So
didn't have it in the curriculum.
Wasn't in the curric.
Maybe I'll give it a go too, and then we'll see the movie together on Valentine's Day. I'm sure you have no other plans on Valentine's Day. You're a married woman.
Matt's probably doing fucking spots, and I'm sure Mark is too.
That's true. Why don't we go with the boys and see Wuthering Heights?
All right.
I just have one more story.
Maybe oh no, Greta Gerwig's not involved again. Remember when I famously went to see the Barbie movie?
Oh my God, yeah, that's crazy.
I think it's worth telling the story again briefly. I went to see the Barbie movie like when it was first released. I randomly had the night off, and I went to an early showing at Alamo Drafthouse by myself, and I was like, I want to see it, whatever. There was one ticket left for the front row. Perfect. And Alamo Drafthouse serves dinner. I haven't eaten. Great. Get there, order wine, order wings. Everybody, it's opening night, is dressed like Barbies. They look adorable. They're so cute. They're sitting all next to me. I'm like, whatever. I house my wings. I'm starving. So I'm now covered in wing sauce, drinking red wine teeth as well. The movie, previews end. Movie's about to start. The lights like weirdly go up. Greta Gerwig walks into the theater.
You're like, oh damn.
She comes down to the front and she's like, thank you guys. Everyone's like, freaking out. Greta Gerwig is here. Oh my God. We're all dressed like Barbies. I'm sitting there like a demon in the front, just like, I can't wait to see your movie.
And you're just wearing like some frumpy ass outfit covered in wings.
I'm covered in wing sauce. I am drunk because I chugged a glass of red wine.
Girl.
All of these like people were taking like social media images around her, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, the movie's gonna be great.
That's so
Thank
surprising.
God we got this on camera.
I can't believe there was a fucking seat left. For that,
it was just like
advertised that way or no?
No.
Oh,
there was no mention of this whatsoever. It was a surprise.
I see. Okay.
And I was like furious that this was happening. I was like, it's like this is more annoying than it is cool because now I'm in the background of all these shots of her doing this like promo for her biggest movies. This is a massive movie.
Literally.
And I'm looking like an asshole.
Looking like ass. Everyone else
front.
is in pink and
They're
all this crazy
so
stuff.
cute. They're all like influencery. So they probably got told.
They probably got told.
I did not get told.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so
I enjoyed the movie, Greta. Thank you for making a great flick. And fuck you for getting my shame. They're like bringing popcorn down to me.
Yeah.
They're like, ma'am, your popcorn. Do you want more wine? I'm like, yes.
Yes and yes. Obviously.
No one else is eating. They're all like celery at best and waters. Like, oh my
God. Well, I have one more.
Okay.
And I like this story because it's so old school New York. It makes me happy because I feel like it's a good throwback to start the year on to 2016. Richie Akiva, do you know who this is?
I
Does
do
his name
not.
sound familiar? So Richie Akiva is the guy behind nightlife and hospitality places like One Oak and Up and Down.
Okay.
Remember One Oak?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, oh my God, like that would be like Lindsay Lohan, all those things or whatever.
course.
So he was like very involved in that scene.
He like in the management of it.
Yeah, he created these
Okay.
places.
Okay.
But he's kind of a New York legend in that way. He's like a Mark Ronson type person
Yeah.
where he's just like in the nightlife scene, kind of like a king in the scene.
Oh, that sounds so tiring.
So tiring.
Oh.
Anyway, he recently got arrested for breaking into a man's house with his former security staffer for one of his clubs and assaulted a man in his bed with a metal pipe.
What?
And he was trying to coerce the victim to pay money via an app. Details on that are emerging. So I'm like, this is so old school New York where like someone owed Richie Akiva money. He breaks in, breaks their fucking knees with a pipe. I'm like,
Richie Akiva, hire someone to do that.
I know. That's what I didn't
Why
understand
are you
because I'm like,
personally doing that?
well, it's Justin Brown, who is his former security staffer, I guess, was like doing the dirty work. But I'm like, why did he have to be there? I would just be like, go in there and be like, this is sent from Richie Akiva. This is a message. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. I mean, I'm not surprised at all that the man running all these nightclubs is like a criminal.
Of course.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But damn.
I know.
So he beat this man up with a pipe and the man lived, right?
The man lived.
Okay.
So,
but then
he's
afterwards he
facing
was like, I'm
charges.
going to fucking tell people Richie Akiva.
Of course.
Well, what did he think was going to happen here?
I don't know. But like,
He's like, yeah, I'm going to call the police. I'm calling the police.
As much as this story is, sad, obviously, it is kind of fun to think that these like criminal underbellies still exist in New York. You know what I mean?
I would like them to stay far away from me, but
I like that they're there. It brings me peace. It brings me happiness to know that there's some mob activity, some
for sure
bookies
is.
going after people.
there for sure
It makes
is
me
this whole. It just.
Very excited.
I will say it feels more like the movies.
Yeah.
I will say I don't want to interact with one of them or have anyone I know. But it does make it feel like it's like when you walk through Grand Central and you look around and you're like, we're really doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we're doing the damn thing.
This is really New York City living. You hear about this and you're like, man, that's New York for you.
This is it. Yeah, you got to be a real scumbag to own a nightclub, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure.
Especially those types of nightclubs. One Oak. When did that close?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I've only been one time.
I never went.
Oh man. It was just like so tacky, so
Yeah,
trashy.
of
But it's like
course.
everything you wanted for that type of
That's
night
perfect.
out, you know?
That's perfect. Time and a place.
Mm-hmm. Remember Lavo? Did you ever go to Lavo?
No.
Oh my God.
I didn't do a ton of clubbing.
Yeah.
No, like
Yeah.
I was.
I mean, clubbing is not really my scene either, but now we discussed this via chat. I want to plan a rave with our friends in their mid to late 30s.
My friend went to a morning rave. This was so funny. She went to
I'm
a
not
rave
doing
at
that. I'm doing it.
well, no, she was like, I'm going to a rave at 8 a.m. on Sunday, and I was like, oh my God, you're getting up so early on a Sunday, and she goes, it's for people staying out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they're not going to bed. I got it.
Damn.
She was actually funny. She was doing the opposite. She was going to bed and then getting up early and going, which I was like, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me. But I was like, how does it have that many people who are doing that? Oh, it does not.
Right. I
Those
bet it's
people
half and
are on-
half, or at least like 30, 70 or something.
Yeah, I should ask. I haven't actually followed up to see what the distribution was. But people were people staying out all night.
So
And
was
then-
she doing drugs at 8 o'clock in the morning, or
No,
just
she went
drugs?
sober. But
Oh,
she's
okay.
like, she's great. She's one of those like people who can do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is a very unique person.
Yeah.
So, power
Personally,
to her.
I like
8 a.m. on a Sunday, if you put me in a rave environment, I'd be upset.
Yeah,
I'd be upset.
Thank you.
Yeah, no thank you.
No, thank you. I'm good. Thanks so much. You'll see me at another time.
And see me at another time.
Anyway. Speaking of seeing us at another time, I have to go blow my nose because I have a cold from fucking hell. And anyway, I hope you guys are all healthy and happy and protecting your brains from the social media because it is rotting us all slowly.
Yes.
But anyway,
it is crazy.
Speaking of social media, please follow me at May_Planner. Please follow the podcast. And also, if you don't mind, follow on YouTube and leave a comment.
Please, and follow me at Laura Sogar. I will be in Chicago, not this weekend, but next. Come through. I love you, personally, each one of you. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.